So I was like reading my magazines, you know, because I love magazines, love to be caught up, all that jazz. And I came across this in 17, and it's an article about Kelly Clarkson. Um, and she basically is just talking about how she was single for life, if you will. I mean, now, of course, she's married. She's a baby. She's, like, doing it. She has her music career, and it's booming and all that great stuff. But before, she just talks about how, like, she never had a boyfriend. Like, she had, like, one boyfriend in high school, and she only did it because, it's peer pressure, and, like, she was, like, just a busy girl in high school. Like, she did student council, school musicals, she was in chorus. She was just really focused on what she wanted to do, and she was really busy. She had an after school job, and it just kind of reminds me of myself. When I was reading this, I was like, wow, look at her. She, followed her dreams, and she's here today. Like, Kelly Clarkson is a household name. We all know about Kelly Clarkson. Everybody can rattle off, like, one of her songs by heart. Like, I mean, come on. Do we even need to talk about it? Like, she's a freaking rock star. Okay? So, I don't know. It was just cool to hear how, like, she wasn't really, in her own words, she was not, like, popular in high school, She called herself a wallflower. She was a wallflower in high school, and I think that that's really funny because, I wouldn't call myself popular in high school. I was very social, though. Definitely don't think I was popular. Just like the way I am, I'm just a very social person, and I don't know. I'm kind of like, I feel like I was kind of like the same way that she was in high school. I didn't have a boyfriend or anything. But, I was always busy doing something. Like, I used to tutor, and I would babysit, and I would, like, I used to swim, and I was in theater, and I was in student council, and I just did, like, a plethora of things in high school, and I always kept my life really busy. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do, and looking back, it would have been kind of hard to, like, make room for a boyfriend, even though I had some really great friends in high school, just like she said that she had great friends. And this is a quote from her from the article, she says that people feel pressured to date, but it's more fun to have a bunch of friends. And I think that that's really interesting because my group of friends right now in my life, I'm 20, in college, but it just, like, things have changed as far as, like, my friend groups and things like that. Like, I've got my group of friends that are, like, my friends in relationships. Like, that's, definitely prioritize their boyfriend in their life or fiance or whatever, because I have a lot of engaged friends, too. Which is exciting and amazing, and if you are in a relationship, that's awesome. Like, no shade at all. But I'm just speaking from my personal experiences. I've never been, like, the relationship type girl. I've never been that girl that's always been in a relationship, or that girl that's, had a lot of boyfriends, or have even had, like, several boyfriends. It just hasn't, like, worked out for me like that in life, and that's cool, because we're young and we are doing it. We're all out here. We're just doing us, trying to get where we want to get in life, and that is all okay. And even now, like, I haven't changed. Like, nothing has changed. If anything, I've gotten even more busy. And I gotta say, like, I've made even better friends and have some amazing friendships in my life, which are great, and I'm just so thankful for that. And I know that, I'm not saying that, who needs love, who needs relationships, like, that's totally not me at all. I am not that girl. I actually love love. I think that it's great. I'm kind of slightly a little bit obsessed with it, but that is not me at all by any means, and I definitely would love to be in a loving relationship at some point in my life. But of course right now, and it's like, like I said, I'm only 20 years old. Like, nobody is complaining over here. Like, do you hear a complaint? I sure as hell don't. I'm perfectly fine with life the way it is. I think it's important, she talks about it here in the article. She basically just says, don't be afraid to take time to be single and to figure out who you are and what you're passionate about. And I have to agree. I have been in one relationship in my life, and I can just remember back then, I was literally just as busy as I am now. During that time, I was going to school, I was nannying, and I just remember having to really prioritize the relationship in my life, and I was thinking, this is like another, like, chore, almost. I mean, of course, like, well, we just won't even get into that, but they're chore. Like, I have to make time for this person. I have to make sure that this is going on good, that I talk to this person and all this stuff. And it's like, I had so many, obviously it didn't work out, but, I will one day. No worries. No worries. I'm just really, really enjoying the place that I am right now in my life, and I just was really inspired to do a video talking about this article that I read because, if Kelly Clarkson was like not single for life, but single right now and, focusing on herself and her career, I mean, look at where she is. I think it's so important, like, this is an example, to just take time for yourself when you're young and do what you want to do, because when we get older, and we are in relationships, you have to prioritize those relationships, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and like Auntie Ayanla says, if you like watching Ayanla Van Zandt, then you would know. She always says, you gotta do the work. And that's what it is. In a successful relationship, you have to do the work. And also, same for what you want to be in life and where you want to go in life. You have to do the work. And it's a lot easier to do the work when you're young and you're single and you can kind of focus on yourself. And you don't really have to consider being in a relationship with other people and what they're doing and just kind of worrying about everything that comes with that, even though that is great. And if you are, in a relationship young, then that's fine too. It just happens for people at different times. But for me personally, since that's not my personal case, and if you're watching this video, it's probably not yours either, then this story of Kelly Clarkson is gonna be a great testimony for you, and like it is for me. So I just had to talk about it because I saw it and I was like, hey, I like this and I want to share about it and I want to tell y'all what I think, because I just want this channel to be a positive place where we can all kind of come together and encourage each other and make sure that we are all going after what we want in life, our dreams, our goals, our aspirations. I just want this to be a positive place all around, and that's kind of my vision for it. And I just want to thank you for watching this video today. And yeah, I think that's it.